Life throws you curveballs. What do I mean by this? Well, imagine you have something you think you have it all figured out. You have the idea in your mind of how things may play out, how may things be, but then all of a sudden there's this drastic change that just shakes up everything, and then it makes you it makes you doubt. It makes you start to realize, what is going on here? This is something that has happened to me very recently, and I'm not going to go into specifics about it, but it's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Where life has shown me, like, here is something that is going to shake up your world in a ways that you never thought possible, and it's nothing you were ever expecting. Because imagine if you know an outcome of something. Let's say you know between now and who knows how long. Maybe you want to be a certain place in your life. You want to be in a certain position. You want to learn something. You want to go somewhere. Whatever the case is. Something that you're growing and learning and becoming like the best version of yourself, and you're changing and you're growing. Let's just say that you know that that is what the outcome is. And you think in your mind you have the steps to achieve that, which is great. It's good to have steps planned. But then, well, it's never a straight shot to your victory line now, is it? The metaphor that I always give is, imagine someone who is going to be riding a bike towards the finish line. They see the finish line in sight. It's way off in the distance. It's not a straight shot. It'll be curves, it'll be holes, it'll be bumps, it'll be all these other things. Detours suddenly appear out of nowhere, where it looks like, oh look, I'm going to be able to achieve this relatively easily. Just a little bit of effort's needed, and then all of a sudden something shakes the foundation. So, as I said, that is something that's happened recently, where it's like, expect the unexpected. It's like, oh my goodness, I tell you. Expect the unexpected, but it's like, I feel as though it's almost a test. Because if life has said, here is what's going to happen, here is an outcome of, whatever situation is going on. Here's some vague steps of how you may achieve what the outcome is. But oh no, what's this? Oh, sudden change. Sudden change that makes me go like, should I ever have believed myself? Should I ever have believed my intuition? Because it's like, my intuition has said this thing, that thing. It's shown me various things. And then it's like, shaking it up. Shaking it up. Oh man, I just have no words, honestly, because it's so interesting. So think of it also like a book. If you're reading like a mystery, or like watching a show, whether it be you read books or watch shows, whatever it is. I don't like books personally. It's just my thing. But imagine if you're watching some sort of like suspense or drama thing, or reading some sort of mystery. Okay? Or here's another example that I just thought about today. Okay? Here's another example that I just thought about today. Let's say you go out somewhere. I just heard some weird noises. Let's say you go out somewhere and you get your car stolen when you're away. And you feel as though, oh my gosh, no one's ever going to catch the perpetrator. It's like, you just feel hopeless. You feel awful. You're just like, but you feel all those emotions, but you don't realize that there was someone who was watching, someone who was recording it. someone who has the thief on camera, who ended up going to go to jail for the action that they have committed. But you didn't know this initially, so your initial reaction is something very negative, something very, very bad. But then once some of the other news starts to come in, you start to realize, oh, okay. So that's how a lot of, like, even like with these like books and shows that you may watch, you're gonna be watching it. And if you, let's just say you spoil the end of it. Let's just say at the end, you know what the outcome is. But as you're watching the show or as you're reading the book, you're like, this doesn't make sense of how, what I know the outcome is. It's like, I know, I've seen that the outcome is this particular way. But as I'm watching the show, it doesn't make sense. It's like nothing's adding up. Nothing's really making any sort of sense because there's a whole bunch of these curveballs and twists, and then all of a sudden, more curveballs and twists that kind of realign it, and it's like, oh, I understand now. So, interesting. But that is our life as well. Those are the things that happen in our own life. Think about it. Think about times that these sort of situations have happened to you where you think it's a straight shot to your goals, it's very easy, and then all of a sudden, everything changes for you. Everything changes. It could even steer your path in very drastic ways that makes you really reconsider what your life path is, even because perhaps you have a certain career path and you're thinking, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Then all of a sudden something changes. Here's just a type of practice that I do, essentially, okay? I just basically just put my intention out into the universe, and I will ask for signs that I am on the right track of stuff. And then it shows me the most crazy stuff. And it's like, what am I to learn from this? Let me learn something from this. What am I learning from this? Then I end up always learning the lesson and realize, oh, maybe things would take longer than expected. Maybe the plans that I have set up for myself aren't exactly going to be what they appear to be. Or, even more interesting, it's a surprise. Life is showing me, yeah, you know, surprises are going to happen to you. That's something that's been really interesting because for the most part, as I said, I don't like surprises. Surprises just don't really happen. It's like people just don't really surprise me because it's very hard to. But life surprises me. Life surprises me all the time. I ask for some sort of, oh gosh, it's just, I really wish I could just describe all the situations and just like, just share that sort of stuff. But it's like, you just really can't because it's just so much depth to a whole bunch of stuff. But it's like, I'll be thinking about something regarding a certain situation. And then just with that idea and thought within my mind, something changes. Or I see something. And it's like a very positive type of message. Like life is saying, hey, you have these doubts about stuff. You need to just stop with those doubts and just trust however things are unfolding here. Because things are unfolding exactly as they were intended for your ultimate learning opportunity. And I'm like, wow, yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. So interesting to think about. So that's just what my thoughts are on this, because when you're filled with doubt when something doesn't go your way, it may end up still going your way. You just don't realize it yet. Maybe there's another important life lesson you need to learn. Think about it. Or when something negative happens, like take for example, I have my new computer because my old computer was having some issues. And it was very, very old. It was very, very old. And it's like, you know, I wasn't expecting to suddenly get a brand new computer and spend all that money for the computer and everything. But it's like it was a blessing in disguise because I'm able to do so many new things with the new computer that I would not have been able to do right now. You know? So that's how I view life. That negative situations are very positive ones in disguise. You just have to learn the lesson. What is life teaching you from this negative situation? Gosh, I tell you, it's just, life is so interesting. And I just ask again, to the universe or God or whomever else is listening, just show me the next sign that I am on the right path of my journey. You know, it's like, show me the next sign that I am on the right path to the journey that I'm on, you know? And it's like, I think so. I think I will have an amazing journey ahead. Wish you the same as well. So, take care.